Hi everyone, welcome to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do an energy check-in. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're going to pull out some tarot charms here, which we will pull near the end of the reading. And let's see what's going on. I'm going to use a double-decker vintage deck. This is a Zolar deck from the 1960s and 1970s. We've got a lot to check in on them, so don't go anywhere. You're going to miss some of the messages. If they don't resonate now, they definitely can in the future. So take what does, leave what doesn't, for somebody else that it might fit for, okay? Somebody's waiting for something, waiting to make a choice, waiting to make a decision here. I just love these messages because they're so old, and it's like I get a lot of energy off these cards. I have no idea who touched them before me, but I love them, okay? And I haven't used them in a little while. I try to use them in almost every reading, but sometimes I get called to another deck. This is about, I've planted the seeds, you know, I'm looking at them. Are they growing? What else do I need to do? What else should I do? Whether that's putting effort into a job, whether it's putting effort into a relationship, whether it's you're saving money for a special time, a special vacation, whatever the choice is that you're making. It's like, you know, do I need to continue waiting, or should I continue putting more effort in, more saving, more effort, whatever that is for you? Okay, and remember, these readings can go vice versa. If it's not your energy I'm picking up, it could be a friend I'm picking up, love interest, a crush, it could be a family member, a coworker, like boss, whoever. So whatever resonates for you. Okay, remember, again, it's a general reading. Personal readings are open at shacy.com. Everything you could ever want and more is down below when you hit that more button. Ask and you shall receive. Yes, look at that. We've got the Two of Pentacles again. So it's definitely about a choice. And like I said, ask and you shall receive. I saw the Three of Wands come up. That's about your ships coming in. Whatever you've been waiting for, whatever you're trying to make decisions for. I feel like many of you have been very patient, very tolerant. Some of you have had to actually temper your emotions because you have been waiting and you're wondering whether or not to continue waiting for something. So again, whether that's a job, saving money, a person, you know how it resonates for you. We have a King of Wands here. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but it doesn't have to be. This is all about the energy. The King of Wands is somebody who's a go-getter, a magnetic personality, quite often very, very ambitious. The King of Wands is somebody that goes after what they want. They're really tenacious. OMG, are you kidding me again? This is the third time. So this King of Wands is trying to make choices and decisions on what to take action on. So that could be you. It could be the person you're dealing with, or whoever's coming towards you. It's kind of like, what should I do? I should go slowly. Okay, so there's a lot of pentacles here that have shown up overall in this reading already. Somebody's gaining the truth and the clarity here, I feel, to make decisions and choices and to take the action on them, but to take the action on these decisions and choices slowly. This can be that you've been searching for the truth, you've been wondering what the truth is, or this is about, you know, there's somebody coming towards you very, very slowly, very carefully. This could be somebody you've been waiting for, okay? But I feel it's kind of like they're being very, very, if this is somebody coming towards you, they're being very, very careful on how they approach you, okay? There may be some kind of truth that this person wants to tell you, or they're looking for. Okay, we're going to do some clarity here in a moment as well. I'm going to pull some more messages. I don't want to miss any more messages though. Let's go ahead and check out and see from the animal spirit messages what your messages are. What's the messages for the collective? What are the messages for the collective? So you could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or they may have that strong in their chart, or you do. Okay, let's see. What are the messages? Jen, if you're here, thank you so much for being here. Goodman, you've been missed lately. I hope you're doing well and your channel's doing well. Yeah, let's see what's going on. So we have Crow, transition. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you're changing relationship, careers, or cities. So that could be the choice that some of you have to make, is making a decision on what city to move to, or what career move maybe to make. You know, if you're changing careers, or you're getting a job in another city, or transfer, whatever the case may be, the Crow's signaling you that you're ready to make the change. So I feel like somebody is ready to take this action, possibly gaining the clarity here on what direction to go here. And it's kind of like Spirit is encouraging you or whoever you're dealing with that this is a transition. It's necessary. It's meant for you. And it's time to make the change, that you're ready. So somebody needs to stop doubting their decisions and their choices. Remember, I said the Two of Pentacles came up 3 times. That is so significant. That is so significant in just this short period of time that I've been reading for you, that the Two of Pentacles have come up 3 times. That means that somebody may be doubting their choices, decisions. They're doing a balancing act. Should I, shouldn't I? You know, did I do this right? Did I do that right? It's almost like somebody's second guessing themselves. So Spirit's trying to give whoever I'm talking to that clarity that it is time to take the action and stop doubting yourself. Okay, then we have dog. Ooh, loyalty. I like it. I like it. Okay, so you may be feeling like those around you let you down, okay, or are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. So if somebody hasn't been giving you loyalty, if you feel like you're getting mixed signals from somebody, whether it's family, a friendship, you know, somebody you work with, if somebody hasn't been fair and you've been, you know, doing all the work or having all the responsibilities, it's time to do what's right for you. You know, it's like, especially if there's mixed loyalty, it's like, no, you know, if I'm helping you out, that's not to say that just because somebody helps you out, you have to help them out, but it's like it's a fairness, an equal give and take. It's like when it's taken for granted, when it's always that way, when it becomes a habit, a nasty habit of somebody always depending on you and you can never depend on them, it's time to question that connection, right? Yeah, that's what the universe is trying to say. Like, know who's loyal to you. Know who really has your back and who you can trust not to behind your back. I mean, I've had to learn that. I mean, sometimes, you know, it's like they say, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. That's a very true statement, right? And a lot of us don't like to hear it, but it's definitely true. Sometimes you can depend more on a close friend than you can your own family. That's just real life, you know. It can become quite complicated when it shouldn't be. But, you know, it takes more than one person to be loyal. If you're the only one that's loyal, or you're the one that's doing all the work, or whatever the situation is, somebody here is, you know, either debating whether or not to tell the truth to their family or their friends or whoever they're trying to make decisions about or on. It's kind of like I'm going very slowly towards taking this action. And it can be because somebody feels like they have to walk on eggshells, I'm getting for some of you here, about, you know, speaking up about a decision or a choice that we want to make. Okay, let's keep going here. Now, this could be somebody, you know, doing this to you. Like, I want to tell you the truth about something. I'm going to be very slow. How can I tell you the truth? Or how can I have this breakthrough in communication with you? What can I do? What can I say to change things here? Somebody's definitely going through a transition. Okay, so if somebody wasn't loyal before, or somebody didn't have your back, or somebody here was giving you mixed signals, they're wanting to clear the air, I'm getting. Yeah, we have false person, main female. So maybe they were dealing with somebody who was false in their life. Could it be a sister, a mother, an ex? Could be somebody they were with currently as a partner. This could be you. Maybe they weren't sure that if you were on the up and up. Maybe they had to seek the clarity. They wanted to go slow. Maybe this person's been burned before. You know, you just met, or, you know, you don't know each other that well. And they just kind of want to make sure that you're not like the last person that they went out with. Okay, is kind of what I'm getting for some of you here. Or again, this person's dealing with a female that's very, very fake. Or they're gaining the clarity that this person that they're with is very fake. Okay, expectation. So definitely, you know, maybe they feel like you have a certain expectation, or they were with somebody that had a certain expectation that just wanted everything a certain way because it looked good. You know, I need this purse, or I need this scarf, or I need this jacket, or this wallet because, or this car because it makes me look good. And, you know, it's kind of like, no, you know, you don't. You're a good person from the inside. If you're, you know, if you're ugly on the inside, eventually that's going to show. That's going to show no matter what, you know. Anyways, us tarot readers are supposed to be up on this stuff. We you know, we're intuitive. We pick up people's vibes quite quickly. Okay, thoughts. You are in somebody's thoughts. So for some of you, this person thinks a lot about you. They want you to be their main female. For some of you, this person's been wearing a false mask, you know, because they may have come off to you like they're Mr. or Mrs. Suave, because this is somebody that is magnetic. This is somebody that's flirtatious, fun, good looking quite often. You know, they may have acted that way towards you to kind of get the truth and clarity about you if they've been burned before. I'm getting so many messages, and it doesn't surprise me because I'm talking to many of you, and it depends on what side of the situation you're on as to how it resonates for you. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There will be a part 2, by the way. I will pin that down below. I'm only going to post it in one place. With the exception of my spiritual warriors who get it included in their unlimited package of part 2s, okay? Let's see. I'm getting definitely here that this person may be gaining the clarity here that maybe they were too flirtatious. You know, how can I make this more of a stable connection? How can I balance things out with you and be very clear about what my intentions are? This person's going through a transition. I feel like they're going to be realizing or have realized here that, you know, they want you as their main female or main male, whoever I'm talking to, whoever this is. I feel like I've got a masculine and a feminine here, most definitely for, that's what I'm getting. We all have masculine and feminine, but I'm getting like divine feminine here. So a divine counterpart, somebody that you are willing to transition for. This is somebody that we're willing to go through these changes for because we are realizing here that this is our path. We're gaining the clarity of what we need to do here, but we are second guessing ourselves. So Spirit again is saying, no, you know, you're meant to go through these changes, go through this transition. So because this is somebody that's meant for you here, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go. So stop giving somebody the mixed signals and start giving them the clarity. Tell them the truth, you know, of whatever it is. You know, you were coming off as false because you wanted to make sure they weren't false. You know, it's called, somebody told me this one time, you know, are you testing me? You know, sometimes we test each other, and sometimes unconsciously we kind of do that just to kind of see what somebody's going to say. It's not necessarily manipulation, but we're trying to feel our way around somebody that's new and kind of gain a perspective as to what they're thinking about and what's important to them. Because, you know, let's face it, if their values are different than yours, you're going to have trouble, right? It's going to make it quite challenging. Okay, let's see who or what this person would like to say to you, whoever this is. So I can pick up money, finance, career, family, home, love, exes, crushes, anything, somebody you work with, okay? A sibling of yours. So again, take what resonates for your situation. Listen to this. Isn't this the truth, right? Okay, so actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone's feeling, watch what they're doing. Okay, people are usually self-expressive with stuff that they post, or the way they say something can sometimes show you what they're trying to say. You know, some people prefer to show action than speak up. I feel like this, whoever you're dealing with, or vice versa, it's like you have a hard time opening up. You're trying to figure out how. You're used to being somebody that gets all the attention, the admiration, and so we're having trouble opening up here and being real with somebody because we're used to being the ones that are getting the attention. These women or men are coming to us, so it's kind of like, when we want to go after somebody we're interested in, you know, it's kind of like, well, this is kind of a change for me. It's a switch up for somebody. Okay, so keep the door open. Don't be so focused on a closed door that you don't see the ones which are open for you. Okay, so for some of you here, you may feel like this person has been so incredibly slow, and you're not really sure what to think of this person, and you're wondering whether or not to speak up yourself and tell them the truth about how you feel. But some of you are like, I'm just ready to close this door because, you know, you're giving me mixed signals. If somebody's giving you consistently mixed signals and they're not speaking up about how they feel for you, you can't wait forever, you know, and That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Let's see what this person would like to say to you. Words that they haven't been able to speak for themselves. Let's see what's going on. Don't forget to hit the like button. Fantastic way to support the channel for free and others to hear these messages. And if they're helping you, guide you in any way, shape, or form, we definitely need to help share that. You know, knowledge is power, right? So share the love, everybody. Hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Only takes a millisecond. Leave me comments. Let me know how this resonates. You can check out the other videos by clicking on Chase the Tarot and clicking on the video link, and you will see other collective readings there. Pick a pile there. You can check out for your zodiac sign and your other placements. It's all there for you to check out. Thank you for being here. I love reading for all of you. Let's see what's going on. What would this person like to say to the collective that they couldn't otherwise say themselves? Because they're too embarrassed or too, it's out of their comfort zone, shall we say. Okay. Need you. Ooh. You are so nurturing, magnetic, passionate. Your light shines bright and guides me through my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you for always sending me healing energy and love. I need you and your energy even more now. So this can be somebody here that's used to getting, like, I want to say attention, like for fun. You know, this is somebody who's the fun guy or the fun girl. They're not usually taken very seriously. Your person here, whoever that is for you, they're thinking about you. Okay, and I feel like they look at you as they want you to be their main female, and they have a certain expectation of themselves, or they feel like you have a certain expectation. This person feels like you're getting them out of their darkness, okay, and that you're helping them to go through a necessary transition here. And they feel like you're very loyal. You're a very loyal person is what I'm getting. And they have a message of love for you. Okay. I'm thinking about my love. Thinking about you, my love, even though you think I'm not. I miss you every day and night. I'm curious to know what you've been doing. How did your day go without me? Sometimes I wonder, do you even think of me? I'm feeling the urge to reach out to you, and I will, I promise. So this person really does want to reach out to you. This is somebody that has a hard time showing their feelings. Again, I'm getting it's because they're used to being the one getting the attention, not having to give the attention. Okay, but this person sees you in a very high light here, and I feel like they want to show you by action what and how much you mean to them. So they're going to reach out soon for those of you waiting for somebody to reach out. Okay, let's keep going here. We'll look and see on finance and career as well. I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of messages, and again, I'll pull the tarot charms near the end of the reading. So in part 2, I'm going to do the clarifying messages here. And in part 2, I'm also going to find out what the possible outcome is. All right, we're going to use the after tarot for that. So we'll see what's going on for May in the part 2. Let's see what the messages are. Boat. Oh, wow. Receiving what you need. Progression. Arriving. Moving on. Closure issues. Okay, so I feel like this is somebody who wants to come in and see you and talk to you here. They may have had trouble closing out a part in their life. Again, for some of you, it could be that I'm getting here that they're trying to make certain decisions and choices here. Could be waiting for money or waiting for a job to come in, or trying to figure out how to approach you. But either way, this person has closure issues, and that's why they've been moving slow. So it definitely can be monetary. Okay, and we have keys on a ring. So yeah, decision making. You may have felt like they strung you along, that they weren't being very loyal, that they've been giving you mixed signals. You may feel like this person has a lot of other options, and they could have. They definitely could have, but I'm not totally seeing that here. But this is definitely somebody that likes attention, gets attention, and isn't used to giving the attention. So it can be that for some of you here, you know, you decided that this person is too slow, is kind of what I'm getting for some of you here. But if this person has to change jobs or cities, like go closer, move closer to where you are, you know, this is a big transition for this person. They may have been stable where they are. I don't know. Each one of you, again, are going to be different, but they definitely are thinking about you and want to give you a message of love. So I feel like, you know, there is communication coming in, albeit slow. I feel it is coming here with that Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So we have mirroring each other. Self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So for some of you here, you could be a mirror to each other. You know, maybe for some of you here, you know, you get attention and recognition too. Maybe you're mirroring each other. And so they're realizing that you're on their level and, you know, you are not going to chase them or you're not going to approach them, especially if you already have, right? For some of you, you've already spoken up. And now the ball's in their court, and that's while they're thinking, okay, now what do I do? Now what do I say? You know, they're kind of again, I want to say this person second guesses themselves quite a bit, okay, is what I'm getting. What are the messages for the collective? What do we need to know? What are the messages for the collective? What do we need to know? My daughters and I are also opening up a channel. I'm trying to teach them independence. So that they don't become codependent like a lot of us have. Not all of us, but a lot. And I'm trying to teach them how to make their own decisions and choices. So I want to show them the rope of doing the channel with me. We're going to do it together. And I figured it's a wonderful memory for them too. So if you want to contribute to that link is down below in the description area, as well as pinned in the comment section, as well as the part 2. So let's see what's happening. What is going on for the collective? What do you want them to know? What do you want the collective to know, angels and spirits? What are the messages for the collective? For those of you that have already donated, thank you so very much. I try to thank each and every one of you personally. Okay, here we go. And for those of you that do want to, I forgot to mention that hopefully we become successful. I go in with the intention that it will be. But I said that I was going to and make sure that anybody that did donate, we will refund your money the moment we start to become successful. I will give you that back. It's my way of paying you back and saying thank you for your trust and faith in us and starting up our channel. For those of you that, you know, decide not to accept the reimbursement, that's entirely up to you. But that is my intention. Thank you. Okay, I love this. Look at this. We have here sweet success, sweet success. Beautiful. So it's not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it, get what you want. So Spirit's saying this is a necessary transition. We just need to speak up, whether it's physically in person, taking the action like in a physical sense, like making the move, doing the due diligence of getting your ducks in a row, of making these decisions, of reaching out and speaking the truth. You know, you know what they say, you can catch more bees with honey than you can with vinegar, right? Yeah. So this is about, you know, speaking up and speaking the truth here and about what's going on. Yeah, look, some of you are going to be quite surprised by this gesture, by this communication, by the action this person wants to take. Okay. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. So Spirit wants you to know this is a necessary change that's coming in. And some of you may be very, very surprised that something you've put effort, time into is going to pay off. So whether that's your job, your career, making a move to another city, state, country, province, whatever, going towards a relationship, you're going to become very clear on what your path is very soon, either through communication from someone else or you initiating the conversation, the communication. Okay. What are the messages for the collective moving forward? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I'm brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and I am respected by others. There's your affirmation. I'll read it one more time. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a message from your person. What would they like to say to you, whoever this is for you? What What are the messages from the person we're dealing with or will be dealing with? What would they like to say to us, please, for the collective? What do we need to know from the collective? I'm only cutting the decks that haven't been cut today, okay? I'm trying to concentrate on my financial security and long-term goals right now. I'm sorry, I'm not ready to be tied down. So this is somebody that maybe was buying time. Okay, they were trying to concentrate on their goals for the long term, especially if you're at a physical distance. They may not have been able to concentrate on your connection at this time. They were not ready to go into a long-term relationship. So I feel like, yeah, this person has definitely been trying to figure out, you know, how to juggle their finances, their career, their family, their home, whatever it is. Each one of you are going to be different. Oh, by the way, this is my own exclusive deck called the Tempted Masculine. That is also listed down below. OMG. I love it when they fly. When I think of you, I smile. And then I become sad because I cannot be with you. It's just not possible right now. So for some of you, this person still has some things that they need to work out. Again, it's kind of like they may have given you mixed signals to buy the time here, but they still think about you. They miss you. They want to be with you, but they feel like, you know, again, either you or they have certain of expectations of what you deserve or what you expect, and it can be both, okay? The thought of you and I excites me, but I'm not able to have a relationship right now. Okay. I think you're amazing, but I just can't be with you right now, and I have other obligations that are keeping me bound. Okay, so they really want you to know they really do want to be with you, but they feel like, again, either you have expectations or they have expectations of what they expect from themselves to give you, because they want you to be their main person. Like if they've had any other opportunities, they're not interested in them. They're only interested in you. This person sees the truth of how loyal you are and how deserving you are and how special you are. That's what I'm getting. This person has love for you, okay? I regret pushing you away, but I just didn't know how to tell you I needed more time. So this person took the coward's way out and should have just asked for more time and been honest. Okay, and I feel like for some of you here, that's their intention now. And they may take you by surprise here is what I'm getting for some of you here. They may surprise you. And this is a positive change in the right direction. So I feel like whatever is coming has been really slow, but necessary in order to have something solid and long term. I feel like this person maybe wasn't prepared. We had the Seven of Pentacles, which tells me that they had to wait for some money or they had to build up a nest egg. They're concentrating for the long term, you know, so they don't want to come to you, I feel, unprepared. Okay, so this could be somebody you're dealing with or who you are. Take what resonates for your situation or who's coming towards you in the future or who you might meet unexpectedly. We have Andrea. I have the name Kyle. We've got the camera here. So this person wants to make memories with you or they have memories of you. This person may love to sing or you do, okay? Or they might be quite, I want to say like some kind of a speaker or something like that. For some of you, ooh, we've got the plane. This came up yesterday as well. So some of you could definitely be traveling or this person's traveling to you or you may meet this person on your travels or this is who you met on your travels. Okay, I feel like this is somebody you already know. We have the stork. So for some of you, this person's definitely delivering a message. And that could be of a brand new beginning here with the stork. Or it can be that somebody is pregnant or having a baby. Congratulations to whoever that is. Okay, this person feels like you and they made a pact years and years ago. We have a pinky swear here. So it can be that years ago you made a pact to see each other, be with each other again. Okay, so you may have thought about each other quite a bit. Some of you are going to need to get your passport done, or you just got your passport done, or you're going to need to get your passport done. Spirit wants you to be fearless. Again, not having any fear. Okay, don't be afraid of others. Respect yourself and allow yourself to be respected by others as well. Start as you mean to go on, I always say. We have a cassette here, so, you know, it can be somebody from your past. It could be. Okay, there's an old cassette there for those of you that resonates for as well. I have some tools here. So somebody's very handy with their tools, with their hands. could work as a mechanic or, well, anything to do with tools. Could just be a handyman for sure. Handyman's always good. We've got the trumpet. I remember saying that to somebody one day, you know. I better watch what you wish for. I'm going to go after a handyman, okay? True story. Zach, I have the name Zach. Yeah, Spirit wants you to have faith. Everything that is meant to happen is happening the way that it's meant to, okay? All right, so I'm going to get a couple more messages here of love. What are the messages, please? Open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I got this yesterday too. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, I think it was Pisces reading. Anyways, if someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Okay, so who did this person show up for you, and what did they act like at first, and did they change their behavior? And if they did, why? What makes you think that they changed their behavior? Were they trying to buy time because they wanted to hold you, make you think they were so mysterious and so exciting? Because this King of Wands is somebody, that is a lot of fun and gets a lot of attention and really knows how to be very smooth with their words. So be careful of that, okay? Pay attention to the signs. The synchronicities you've been noticing are not coincidences. Oh, if I could tell you, if I had $1 for every time I saw 1111 now, 111, 333, 444, 555. I have been seeing that a lot. Let me know down below in the comment section what numbers you've been seeing on a regular basis. They do have meanings. Those are called angel numbers, okay? The tarot card came out as well, so some of you may have just got a recent tarot reading, or else you're thinking about getting one. All right, we're going to start digging in part 2. Again, I'm going to pull the Fun Tarot of SEX too, which I can't pull here because, the cards have some pictures on them. But anyways, I'm going to pull the Fun Tarot of SEX in part 2. I'm going to pull the After Tarot to get the possible outcome. We are just going to dig. We're going to do some clarifying messages. We're going to find out who this King of Wands is. What is this truth? What are they juggling? And why are they so slow? We're going to dig deeper. So if this is where you leave me, I will see you all next time. For those of you who see me on part 2, upper right-hand corner and down below in the description area. Again, please don't leave without hitting the like button. For those of you that are brand new, or even if you're not, check to make sure your notification bells hit. If you don't, then you may never find these readings from me again, as there's so many fantastic readers out there. I really appreciate it. Oh, and don't forget, watch out for the fake channels. There's so many out there. Again, I cannot believe that people are falling for it. Please don't fall for it. They'll just have a candle and some cards laid down. Either the voice sounds weird, or you can tell they've been erasing the comments, because if there's a lot of views but there's hardly any comments, that tells you they've been erasing them if people have suspected. Just report them. They're stealing other readers, legitimate readers' readings, and it's really not fair, and it's not right. And it's sad. So just watch out for that. So with that being said, I will see you all again next time. For those of you who see me in part 2, upper right-hand corner again, I will put you in my thoughts and wish you the very best now and always, okay? Much love, much light. Bye for now. One more. One more.